Hello and welcome to This Is. We've looked at the weird first products that some companies have had, but now we're going to look at something a little bit more nefarious.
We're going to look at the most expensive products that a wide variety of household brands that you're very familiar with have made.
One thing I recently discovered is that like most household brands are just like missile contractors.
Yes, yes. Coca-Cola also makes atomic weapons. As always, Matt and I are going to be going head to head to see exactly who can guess the closest, not only on the item, but also on the price. Kinsey, are you ready? You got your pen and paper? You're going to keep track of our highly acclaimed scores?
5 points because...
No.
Okay.
No, this is real. We're legit.
Apple. I've heard of these guys before. All right.
The Mac Pro.
The Mac Pro cheese grater.
There's one specific item that definitely comes out to me. I don't know how much it was, but I know it was really expensive.
I'm going with that anniversary model of where it's like the all-in-one system that they had.
The super cool looking one that was like late 90s, I think?
Yeah, 20th anniversary, yeah. I'm going with that. I know it's not the right answer, but that's all I got.
That was a dope system. I actually think that was slightly cheaper than it was expected. My guess is there was a Project Red Mac Pro, Mac Pro, that was sold.
We've done this on This Is.
It was a collaboration by Sir Johnny Ive. I believe it was Mark Newsom.
And probably Bono.
I'm going to say that it was sold for something like $400,000.
I want to say it was $250,000.
Yeah, you might be right, but you can't jump onto my guess.
I can jump on whatever I want.
Yo, let's go! $977,000 for the Red Mac Pro. It was the most expensive desktop PC ever built or sold. And fun fact, Apple, when they built this thing, they expected it to sell between $40,000 and $60,000. But it sold for almost $1 million. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I got this one.
The problem is I never win these ones when there's like actual tech involved.
Yeah, because you win the cheesed ones, I win the good ones because I've got a big brain.
Samsung.
It's a tank. It's a tank. It's a tank. So Samsung.
Surface to air missile. Where do you think the Sam in Samsung go? Yeah. All right.
Samsung, of course, is the largest company in South Korea that accounts for something stupid like 13% of their GDP or something. But Samsung make an enormous amount of really weird things. Obviously, I think most people are going to think about Samsung phones and tech stuff and whatnot, but they make tanks. What if they make like missiles? Like I bet you can make a missile that costs more than a tank. Or what if like they make like helicopters or something? It's gonna be some military thing.
But I think what's more expensive is like an artillery. Okay. So like tank adjacent.
Yeah.
I'm going with 220 million.
For one item? No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
You could buy a fighter jet for that much money, Matt. So now that Matt has given a ridiculous number, I'm going to just give the safe answer, which is just a tank, and I'm going to say it is $4 million.
No way. Just the cup holders in the tank is $4 million.
What?
The Ice Max drill ship.
A $942 million ship? This is from Samsung Heavy Industries. They delivered it in 2012, and it drills for oil in ice.
This has a drilling depth of 35,000 feet.
That's pretty dense, man. That's a good answer. Because I always think, because you always see the stupid videos.
I think you're way off on like how low that was. Like even for like a tank. With how expensive
you talk
military
to my tank
stuff.
guy?
Yeah, I'll talk to your tank guy.
Okay.
Have him give me a call.
They're cheap. They're
No. Sony.
Oh man, this is gonna be something weird. I feel it.
No, that's not Sony.
It's Sony Honda Mobility.
Which is a different company. Does this have to be a physical product?
Like, I don't think that counts, right? It's gotta be an actual item.
Like, Avatar wasn't Sony, but it was a $1 billion movie.
I feel like that's stretching the definition of this game.
But it's still a product.
But no one spent $1 billion to buy the movie. I spent $5 on my ticket to buy to watch the movie.
It still costs money.
No.
I don't. Okay. All right. Fine.
What about reference monitor? Reference monitors, Sony's are like 50 grand. I think it's probably gonna be higher than that.
No, because just like a fully kitted out Venice kit is.
Oh, that's a good call. That's probably like 100 grand.
I'm going back to like heavy machinery. I'm gonna say like construction equipment.
Sony doesn't do that, I don't think.
This is where they wet their beak with Sony Honda Mobility. I feel like they had some stuff going on. And I'm going to say $1.2 million.
I'm gonna just say the basic simple answer because I think Matt's overreaching here. I'm gonna say $100,000 Sony Venice camera. Actually,
I think you're
that's a good
underreaching.
guess. I think I am, but I think you're overreaching enough that I'm gonna
get you on the price.
Oh, that's cool.
A 63-inch 16K crystal LED screen. So basically, these are the video walls that they use on something like the Mandalorian. Basically, it's like a 20-inch by 20-inch square, and they're 360 by 360 pixels each, and each one of those modules cost about $10,000. So this is what I wanted to do around here.
You didn't have $5.7 million, Matt.
I did not. But this is basically how they do virtual production. So instead of doing green screen, they basically put on a CGI, usually made in Unreal Engine, landscape here, and then the camera itself actually has a little tracker that's hooked up to it. So as they move the camera, the actual landscape behind it changes.
So if you want to go bargain on this, it's the 220-inch version with 4K display, or you got 790 inches at 16K for $5.7 million.
I asked you for one that was 20 feet. I don't know what that is in inches. That was only gonna be $30,000. I think that's a bargain.
It wasn't gonna be crystal LED, man. You know what? If you subscribe to This Is and ring the ding-a-ling button, you are aware that we actually are shooting on a virtual set right now. We're on a virtual set that cost us $5.7 million. And I'd like to thank the sponsor of This Is for the rest of eternity, Sony, for donating said wonderful gear.
Give us money. Google!
Oh, God. Right. What is Google's most expensive product? I mean, they've got a lot of expensive failures.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just, I think that one and the same. Every Google product is just a failure that hasn't happened yet. I'm gonna make you go first, I'm confident, but I feel like you're gonna poke holes in it.
They had like some Nexus products. They've had like some high-end speakers, but like almost every Google like physical product I can think of was like $1,000 or less. Like maybe the Pixel book. I'm struggling to come up with like an actual item. It's gonna be something dumb. I think is my that's
say the Pixel. Just say the Pixel book and be done with it.
Why don't you give your guess?
No. I said that you're going first.
I'm gonna say it is the Google Glass for $1,500. That's not it. That's not it.
Scoff. Google Barge.
That's from an old episode. That means it's disqualified.
I'm gonna say $2.5 million. I feel like I'm closer there than your $1,500, but I'm going with Google Barge. The Google Beanie.
Wait, a marketing dude ran a Google AdWords campaign for $60 per impression. Google then sent him a limited Google branded beanie. So are you trying to tell me that the most expensive product Google has sold was a free beanie they gave out to some dude who spent like a lot of money on ads? I hate that that's actually pretty accurate.
He spent about $75,000. I feel bamboozled. I feel hog swallowed. Hook boodled.
Hook boodled. All I know is I think I get a point because I was closer on price, and neither of us get a point on the actual item.
I'm so mad at this one. Razer
blade. The thing is, Razer is a company who not only have made so many products over the years, but they made a lot of weird, like one-offy kind of things.
I'm going with the Razer toaster.
Okay.
Just because I feel like that's fun, and I'm gonna say $35,000.
That's a large amount of money.
I know. I'm pulling this complete. Like I have no frame of reference on this one.
I'm gonna just take the safer bet and say it is some limited edition like Razer laptop, and I'm gonna say it was $8,000.
Ooh, that's not a bad guess.
Oh! Okay, so this is the Razer R1 desktop by Main Gear, spec'd out fully with a i9 13900KS and an RTX 4090 8TB SSD. I'm gonna say I'm pretty much dead on the price. It's a Razer desktop. I think.
No, you got two on that one. Okay.
Woo!
All right.
Sorry, can someone call the blowout squad? We gotta change the diaper over here.
Microsoft.
I think I actually know this one. Or at least I have a good guess that I feel confident with, and I'm not going to tell you.
I don't feel confident about anything that's on this list ever again. Like, I have nothing to say.
Okay, well, think about it like this, right? Microsoft is a company who's been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
They've been making a lot of hardware, obviously a lot of software.
I'm going with another This Is episode.
Okay.
The Xbox that is on like the building.
I've seen that one in person. They did not sell that though. That was like a custom thing that they
sure did, but then they mounted it on the headquarters. I'm gonna say that was $80,000.
Okay, I'm gonna say a Surface Hub. So one of the actual big chunks, like a big TV guy.
Which are like $3,000.
No. That's the pleb league. This is the big Chungusa version. It's like 110 inches. It's like $13,000. That's my guess. I don't feel super confident. It's probably some weird server or something like charity, but I'm gonna say $13,000 for a big Chungus Surface.
Woo! Okay.
$10,000 off, but you get that one.
The Surface Hub 2S.
What?
This is a Surface that lives in your conference room, 4K display. It also has 2 Surface Pens and a Core i5. So if you are a company who has $24,000 of wastable money, you can get one of these to help replace your whiteboard.
Phil Spencer's hands look regular size on this thing.
Okay, now you know what?
So-
that was a violation, Matt.
I feel like I've been kumquatted.
Okay,
like,
no, you haven't kumquatted. That's not happened yet. That's next time.
Intel.
Intel.
I don't know.
You're alive? How'd you come back to life?
Did you know that Intel
Yeah.
makes the satellites that 5G bounces off of in order to make frogs croak?
Ribbit.
So these make the Terrafin tactical satellites. I'm gonna go with 2.2 billion. No, million. I'm gonna go 2.2 million.
Okay, now, even I know, Kyle, that satellites are expensive.
No, you're hearing me all wrong. You're
Okay,
hearing
go
me
ahead.
all
Go
wrong.
ahead.
It's the processor.
The Core i9 inside the satellite.
2.5 million.
I'm gonna guess something far more reasonable. I'm gonna guess a loaded NUC, which is the little guys. We actually used to have one as a dumping station. There was like
Dump
$2
you.
grand. You wish you could, Kyle. I'm gonna say $2,000 for an Intel NUC.
No way.
Oh! Okay. The ASCII Red supercomputer, which was a computer that Intel built apparently in 1996 for $46 million. This is installed at the Sandia National Laboratories in Albuquerque.
Which is, everyone knows, is just a crashed satellite space.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
Like the reason they installed it by crashing a satellite there.
This was a 1996 supercomputer. Let me hit you with the specs. So 104 cabinets, 2,500 square feet. This is the first supercomputer to exceed 1 teraflop. Where'd you come from?
I was getting him a drink.
Nokia. Okay, now this one I think I know. While you probably know them as a manufacturer of phones, that was only a sort of short window of their sort of timeline. They actually make, I hate to say this, they make like 5G antennas and like, you know, radios and like, oh good lord, I shouldn't have said the thing. Oh,
What was that about 5G?
This is gonna be like a cell tower, 5G cell tower, like a big chungus-y box that makes the 5Gs happen.
The salmon is in the pudding on this one. Because Kinsey has given us the hint.
Yeah.
Which is the original Nokia fish logo. I'm gonna go with a water milled power printing press from the 1800s.
What?
Adjusted for inflation.
Go ahead.
Is $100 million.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that a water-powered printing press would be the whole GDP of the damn world back in the 1800s?
No, adjusted for inflation
Including
today.
inflation.
100 million?
That was a lot of money back then.
No, I'm saying in today, 100 million today money.
You said 100 million, that's great. I'm gonna say a $2 million 5G doohickey.
Okay.
What? The Ozio PCO1 VR camera at $60,000. Okay, so the way that this worked was this was a camera that was meant to capture VR content. So it had 8 lenses with 2K sensors, 195-degree field of view. The idea was that, you know, the VR revolution was gonna take over. Everyone's gonna be using Oculus, and this is the way you're gonna capture content. Except that, I don't know, a little company called Insta360 came along and did this for like no money.
Let's finish this off. If I get this one right, 2 for 2.
Are you trying to say it's all or nothing?
Yeah.
Kyle, you think I play like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. For all the marbles.
No, it's not. I've already won.
Because if I get both of these right,
No.
I win.
No.
And you have to reveal on camera your middle name. I'm manufacturing tension. It's called storytelling.
It's called cheating.
I got this one.
Life's good.
Did you know that this stands for lucky guy? That's
Go ahead.
Faces.
Yep. Okay. Lucky
That's
guy.
LG.
Tell me about Lucky guy.
Surface to air missile artillery, and it is $220 million.
Kyle, are you even trying?
The front of every one of the missiles is the LG logo.
I don't think that's good branding. Now that you said absolute nonsense, and again, you keep turning in and out of Kyle. Can you just commit to a bit?
The longer I wear it, the more I feel the Kyle intrusive thoughts. I want a monster flavored vape. I want to skateboard down a church.
I don't think LG make really wacky stuff like Samsung do, even though LG is a very
so
large
wrong
size.
on that.
I don't think they do.
The boats that stormed Normandy were made by LG.
I don't think that's true, Matt. I think that that's a fabrication. The most expensive item that LG have ever sold is the LG Ultrafine 5K for $1,700.
What?
It's not the truth, but because you're so sky high,
We've seen a 100-inch display from LG.
Oh
He's
no.
already locked in.
Oh no, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait.
You and I did a video.
The $50,000 rollable. Oh
Nope,
no!
he already locked it in. He
No!
said 1,700 bucks. The wireless TV. All right.
How much?
I'm gonna say 50.
50 grand.
Yeah. The direct view LED TV.
It's a 324-inch 8K screen that cost a whopping $1.7 million and weighs over 2,000 pounds.
Same.
Bigger than Matt's ego on a Friday night.
Thursday night.
2 drinks in, karaoke, the third stop of your 7-stop nightly ritual.
I do bar crawl karaoke a lot.
Yeah, and you always feel best at the third spot, and then it goes downhill from there.
It does. God, that's accurate.
Subscribe to This Is a ring-a-ling-ding-a-ling button, and at some point in the near to far future, Matt will reveal all. And reveal all, I mean, we'll finally learn how to make good videos and not rely on gimmicks to beg you to subscribe.
If we hit 1 million subscribers, he'll reveal his middle name and I'll tattoo This Is on me. I will do that.